Yahoshuah，最早的昆虫里流来长不哭，在马路边走。你飞行到中华你飞那哭，无来也那米来哭，那爱情那爱上那路的哭，有没有了我耍，我早把路来。你飞行到中华你飞哭，龙马飞车跟Yahoshuah，最早的昆虫里流来长不哭，在马路边走。你飞行到中华你飞哭，无来也那米来哭，那爱情那爱上那路的哭，有没有了苍白？要所有你放在一哭，要我说你来哭飞行了，听你想到自在开哭，飞行到不会离开。你放在一处，要我说你来哭飞行了，爱上一路上的雾啊，把天都迷了我。你飞行了，你放那天来哭，你这里闹，龙马的下路的哭，你飞行了，Yahoshuah，用那不差。你飞行到飞法里的雾霾，让你冷漠阿松巴的哭。你飞行到Yahoshuah，你飞行到飞在爱的雾霾，你飞行到不放那天的哭，你天你闹不把它发路的哭。你飞行到Yahoshuah，我好复杂。你飞行到飞法里的雾霾，让你冷漠阿松巴的哭。你飞行到Yahoshuah，你在爱，要所有你放在一处，要我说你来哭飞行了，听你想到自在开哭，飞行到不会离开。你放在一处，要我说你来哭飞行了，爱上一路上的雾啊，把天都迷了我。 Yahushua,
Iriabara Mabukan Batamari, Iraku, Barabukan Yahoshuah, Malala. Era Babukan yang Pusi dari Fartan di Tavita, Semetia, di Pitan dan Masih yang Kuat, Semetia. Wanda itu orang yang Pusi ya, nanti jadi. Semetia na Rukura, Semetia yang Yahoshuah. Zavatra hitantsika dia tsy misy fitiavana Yahoshuah zany rehefa taminareo fa resy lahatra nareo zay no antony. Resy lahatra ny famalina ny teninareo, resy lahatra nareo fa tsy azo tohery ny teny iny, resy lahatra nareo fa diso Jesosy Jesoa, resy lahatra fa diso Jehovah sy avy sy maso abiata, resy lahatra nareo fa diso koa ny silamo, resy lahatra nareo fa diso daholo Andriamanitra rehetrany, resy lahatra nareo fa diso rehetrarehetra fa ny fitiavanareo any Yahoshuah zery no manatody. Ary tena mahisy be teny hoe intérêt daholo ny fitiavanareo any Yahoshuah, intérêt tsy tehitsipy any amiely, intérêt hoe mateva vonjy koa misy an'izay vonjina, fa ny fitiavana tsy misy. Ny fitiavana ao anatinareo tena zéro mihitsy. Nanomboka izy hoe fatrany fibebesana nareo fatramin'ny eny.
Zero. It was started with the scolding since a long time. It's not the first time that you don't care about what is told to you. It begins with the word, if you should answer something here, but you didn't do, and you have been scolded with that, you have been punished because you are with this world. Instead of saying you are take profit with everything in the TV and the radio, and as a result you really underestimated Yahoshuah. And it's since a long time that we have done that. Not this is the first time. No. How many times I have said to you that it's only those who have the love who can enter into heaven of heavens. And how many times that I have said to you, how can you fight to God if you don't show your love? No, because it's not still happening in this holy kingdom, and you don't care about that. Because if that is already happened here, you try means to heal it. And you say that it's the peace in Madagascar. It's according to you, not us who say that. Yeah, you are ill, but you just stay in peace. To underestimate Yahoshuah, I will go forward. If there was CCI Ivat and Sriana urged people on the radio even he worsened about the things what was happening. It's only those who are in the province who in turns calling on the phone, but those who are in Antananarivo, they don't care. So it's only those who are in the province who will go to the heaven of heavens. But you didn't listen and you didn't care about that. And even I have said to you that the source is in this radio, but you didn't care. As a proof, from that time that you didn't call, it's only those who are in the province who called on the phone, who get in stage, that, and included fans and needing Yahushua is really happy with them. And those who are in province, continue your love for Yahushua, because it's with Yahushua to answer and respond it, not with me. But for those of you, some of you, they close their way because you prefer to listen to Gentiles radio instead of listening to radio of Yahushua. I laugh at you. You are really foolish, really crazy. How many times I have taught you, but you don't care. If I let you to respond, and it's not the first time that Serena has said that at the studio. Where is your response? How is your feeling about that people? So you accept those people. You accept the people who despise Yahushua. Remove the name Zeda with you. So those who call that name with you, those are devils. And I open the devil's way to strike you if you pronounce that name. Because according to me, you were not Zeda. So I am here to fight against you. Because you really joke with us. Because you really say that there is no God with us. Even you have seen the accomplishment of the word. Even those who are in overseas, they're really happy to see this teaching. And they're astonished about the teaching, about the goodness which I explained to them. That makes people surprised. And you who are already in that goodness, and you underestimate and despise that. Even the animals, they have the mind, but you don't have mind. You are under the animal. Even the animal, there is hope than you. You don't have any hope anymore. How many calls Serena has done there? And you as Zeda, how about you? No one stood that it's not okay anymore. So as a result, for your neglection, people underestimate Yahushua, but you didn't care because you didn't listen to the mission of Yahushua and all who were about Yahushua, because it's only devil's mission that you were listening. It's devil's mission that you were listening, but all mission in Yahushua, you never care about that. Even just one, you never care. And you may say that, what, I couldn't care less with that. I haven't preached you Jesus, but I preach you Yahushua, who is really jealous with his holiness, because he doesn't want his holiness confused with those who are not holy. But if you want to rely on devil, it's up to you. But if people are entered for the holy meal, because they are really lucky to be beside beloved Father YAHVAH, because it's Yahoshuah who said that put them in front of. But even some of you, they are fighting to fight by hand. Even it's far from beloved Father YAHVAH for those who are sitting there. It's better to see myself. But those who sees the face of Yahoshuah, who has the goodness, and those who have the Son have the eternal life. It's Yahoshuah. Why did you underestimate the word? You underestimated the word. It's really good. It's really bad. The comparison that Yahoshuah did, even the locust of dog, the owner doesn't like it. It's like a locust of the dog, even the owner doesn't like it. You prefer to listen to other things instead of listening those who are in Yahoshuah. So why are they here? They are they don't want to go to hell, and that's why they are here. But if about the love of Yahoshuah, there is no love of Yahoshuah. They are hypocrite. Really an hypocrite. And they think to go to hell. Even when I was in Togo, you dare to laugh because I performed the baptism there before going to the highest place. If you want to think about your way to go to the heaven of heavens. Don't think about my way and my trajectory. What makes you different from Jesus? The word of Yahoshuah is my flags. Listen to my word. But for you are a God, not a flags. You, the God, you listen to another words, not the words of Yahoshuah. There was someone who has despised Yahoshuah on the radio. Even for you, there is a communication. If there is scolding in just 1 minute, and everybody heard the scolding. But if about something else, you didn't hear it. But I told to you straightly that I will remove this station. And it's not the state who will remove it, but it's myself. And even think that it depends on this station, the work of Yahoshuah. Yeah, before depended on it, but now it's not that anymore. Even you don't care about it, so why do we use it? Even for those who should need it, they don't care. So we will broadcast everything internet. But I say that the TV and the radio, it will be removed. Even we are not here anymore, so why do we use it? People don't care about going to the heaven of heaven, so why do we use it anymore? We are not here anymore, and we will go to to overseas, and we really know how to get out people, many people from there. I really emphasize. It's really bad, this picture, what you were showing. It's despising, underestimating, neglection. From the bad Christmas until now, it's still scolding. Because you think that I'm not coming here anymore. I have planned to go that Yahoshuah didn't let me go because everything was in a struggle. Because I was about to go in and there was blocking and I didn't go. And I am staying here to scold you. Why did you do that to Yahoshuah? I take an example. If we arrived in Sicily at that time, it's really, you were getting dressed well. Even some of you I didn't know, is it Zeda? If we are talking about girls, women in this Holy Kingdom. But how about you when you were going to church? I don't see the precious gloves that I saw in CCI. So it means that CCI is more precious than going to church. But when you go to Yahoshuah, it's really the ugly clothes. But when you go to CCI, what is the precious clothes that you bring? Do you think to go to the heaven of heavens about that picture? Do you think that it's blind, the judge? And they don't know that that is what people doing there. Even I have said to you, it's Yahoshuah that you were serving, not Jesus. Jesus is the team of devils. They don't care about you. They will throw you in hell, and you were there before. And I've said that he is not the same as Jesus, and he is the holy God. And if you go to church, it's Yahoshuah that you're going to attend. But when you go to CCI, those who were in CCI, they will really get dressed well. And do you expect to go to the heaven of heavens about that picture? Because you wear clothes, you show it to people, not to Yahoshuah. You just showing off and boasting with the people to be shown to people, not to be shown to Yahoshuah. But if people do something, it's to show to Yahoshuah. And if you say that I don't have, you should not have when you were in CCI VAT. But when you go to CCI VAT, you had. But when you go to church, you don't have. And you may say that we don't see. And that's what we're talking about, that when CCI VAT is finished and you're going to get dressed badly because you were shy. Even here you were shy. And why will you go to the heaven of heavens? It's really shy and it's really a shame to go to the heaven of heavens, to go to Yahoshuah. And you will not support to see beloved Father YAHVAH and Yahoshuah. Really underestimating. And you may say that, what is this? This church, it's the church to scold people. Even that is the easiest, but there is scolding people and increase it 100 times. But for us, when we say it's the way to go to us, dry clothes. It's like when you are about to die, and when I give you life again, you you receive it.
你们有在你们当中的许多人都已经给罪了。
You really didn't care.
我也
So those are underestimating and despising neglection of Yahoshuah.
这一切都是在表示Yahoshuah
I don't understand. If it was in CCI Ivat, you get dressed well. But if it's in Yahoshuah, it's really a naughty, a damp clothes. So that is the question. Look at yourself.
我就是想，我也是搞回地啊，就是有
You really know about Christmas. It's a day, an angry day of Yahoshuah. That's why I taught on 23rd and 23rd and 24th.
是过去讲叫Yahoshuah要生气，因为那个在2003年的、2024年的Yahoshuah叫他们分开。
But it was in 2022 about Christmas. They really know about that. But those who are in 2023 and 2024, they maybe don't know about that. And even there was a time that I gave you an order. Don't eat a delicious meal on December 25th. And I haven't changed that load to eat delicious food at that time. That is really an angry day of Yahoshuah. Because there was no an emission before about time, Marina Mafnash and so on. And the name Zeda, you cannot say that anymore. It's me, myself, Eliyahu, or there you. And the name children of the Most High isn't deserved for you. So I removed that name with you. No one can call each other Zeda so that you can remember that time. Why did you underestimate Yahoshuah? Why did you despise Yahoshuah like that? You really know the sadness of Yahoshuah about Christmas, December 25th, and I have taught you that it's an angry day for Yahoshuah. And Yahoshuah said that let's talk about the fifth and the eighth. How many of you follow the seventh? Even the emission on seventh, it's few of you who followed it. Even it was an emission for you. Even some of you, they're waiting for the end of the year. That's why I removed the end of the year. You want the end of the year with devils. If you want to do if you want to celebrate the end of the year, go to devils. It's not okay with us anymore. There is no celebrating of the end of the year in this Holy Kingdom anymore. But that doesn't exist in this holy kingdom anymore. Said Elia, that will never exist in here. I don't remember the people outside of this kingdom, it's up to them. But for you, there is not anymore. Everything here will be removed little by little. But what is cheerful for you, Yahushua is cut it. Yahushua cut it. You don't care. That's why Yahushua said to you, I will really cut. The radio and the TV that you don't like, I will cut it. Why did you do that to Yahushua? If you're really with Yahushua, if you're with Yahushua, isn't it with the time that Yahushua is really angry that you were beside Yahushua? If we take an example, if your husband or wife is ill, isn't it at that time that you were really beside them? Isn't it at that time? That is the question to settle in your mind, and it's you who answer that. And I don't need your answer, even your voice. I hate. It's not about clientelism here, but it's only those who will go to the heaven of heavens. But we have seen that you have no love. There is no love in you. To preach to people, to say that it's not okay what you are doing, it's really an abomination in front of the God. Even today was a day off. It was Wednesday, a day off. People don't go to work, and even it's a day, an angry day of Yahushua. For the younger brother of Yahushua, they were really angry and answer, why did you do Yahushua like that? And they answered Yahushua. Fortunately, to have occasionally to say to Jesus that it's not okay. Even you should preach it. But you have the occasion to tell in the emission, in the radio and the TV, if you really love Yahushua, you called at that time. But that is not in you anymore. But you don't care about our emissions anymore with the radio but you prefer to watch football and the Canal Sat and so on. So you were trapped. Together you were trapped. And look at your mindless. When there is a scolding, you say, oh, sorry, we will never repeat again. It's not a joke with us. You will not see that anymore. Don't think about that anymore, that when we say sorry and it will be arranged. And that is the most ugliest thing now at the moment for those who say sorry. But the best point is not to say sorry. So for those who didn't say sorry, they respond well, so that Yahushua sees them. But it's Yahushua that you don't see. turn your back, turn your head to Yahushua if you have the authority to do that. But most of you are just coming here, but they don't have the authority to go there. I am really happy to hear the news from Tamarav. They say that I don't pray to you anymore because I don't take anything from you. But it's better. I am really happy because instead of stealing and doing foolishness, you waste your time here. Because if you were in Yahushua, you never sin. That's why people don't like in Yahushua. They cannot steal. They don't know to commit adultery. So people who don't like that, they don't want to stay here. So if people say that people in you, they are poor, so it's normal because they don't know how to steal and they just stay with the inheritance that they have. But for those who are outside of the kingdom, they can steal and they can increase the inheritance in their hands, and as a result they will go to hell. And the things that you have in your hand, think, where does it come from? I say that word so that those mindless think about that. Why? It was a day that Yahushua is really angry, and you can call on the phone to show your love to Yahushua. It's a time to respond to Yahushua. Everyone can call, and I can call to show my love to Yahushua. That it's the day that Yahushua is really angry. It was the day that Antiochus Epiphan birthday, and they say that it's the birthday of Yahushua. And it is the proof that it was the devils that they celebrated, and it was taught to you, but you didn't care about that. So the question is, will Yahushua release you easily? But the answer for you is no. How didn't you have the time to call? That's why it's called the technician. Don't say that. That there are many people calling, and there is no one who is intervening on the call. And because they're mindless, and they say that because no one was calling, they were caressing. If fans, parfait, and knitting weren't there, and no one called on the phone, it's an hypocrite love. I advise for you who will be baptized in 2026, for those who has written their name. If you want to go with Yahushua, don't do that. If you want to go with us, keep your holiness. If you love Yahushua, you never sin. It's not like that. The people who will be proud to Yahushua, the heaven of heavens is the holy heaven of heavens, and my Father is the holy, and we cannot joke. And my Yahushua is really holy. We don't caress you. This church never caress people, even if there is no believers here. There is not a problem. You don't support us, but if you want to do, you can do. But it's near the time that you will never do it anymore. because it's really an extreme. You're despising, underestimating that you do. You are really a hypocrite. How can't you know that Yahushua is really angry? The teaching has been taught to you. And for those who say that I'm going to repent, you just in turn hear that you didn't repent. It's Yahushua who let you in that if, according to me, why are you in turn here? So, support my word. The micro is mine. Even the anti-Yahushua, they get the revenge. And Elia orders the one who is deserved to take revenge. But if you don't do that, you know the words of Elia. Elia never jokes. Even you were the soldiers of the heaven of heavens. Law is the law. So if I order you to revenge it, do it. And I took back. And you may think that let's do the work of God and we will be free after that. So the answer is, do it and you will go to hell. But for those who are doing the work of Yahushua, they are really in love of Yahushua. And they follow the word to the letter. But time is coming that the Gentiles will be coming, and it's really nothing the money that you have given. And for the Gentiles, if they will come, they can give billions. And you may think that I have given much money and like that, and don't think about that. You are allowed to do it, but it's for nothing what you have done. Even the authority to do it, it's from Yahushua, not from you. It's really bad. What is happening? There is no Yahushua who is really happy with this picture. You are really mindless. You say to respond, to honor, to show love to Yahushua, and it was really in the time that Yahushua was really angry, and no one didn't care. No one called it. Even the one who called, he asked about song. He didn't know nothing. It means that he didn't knew nothing. It was the province who were calling. So it's normal the province. So it's normal if the province received the happiness from Yahushua, even it's not everyone who was calling. And you have been scolded with this same picture. It's not the first times that you ignore Yahushua. How many times? Even in the church of Yahushua, Yahushua has said that those who are sleeping during the teaching, it's like you give your ass to Yahushua. But there is still someone who dare to do so. And you think that you will go to the heaven of heavens. What kind of heaven of heavens that will enter? It's not our heaven of heavens. But you may enter in the heaven of Jesus. And I tell to you that it's the place where Jesus is. It's in the planet Andromeda. And it's about It is 2.5 billion light years from Earth.
在仙女座大家就在仙女座。
I repeat again my word. Don't ask forgiveness to us, but they will be really our direct enemies. I don't know if the one of you is still there, but if he is still there, come here to choke us. And Elia does know about you. That Serena can read directly in your phone. But I don't look for how about you. But I say, don't you prefer not to go here anymore? It's better for you not to come here, because you say that we don't need the voice of Serena, we don't care about that. And don't say that, sorry. And Serena said directly, go to hell. If you want to ask forgiveness. And immediately he answered, we don't need your voice, Serena, but we need the voice of Elia. So you say that I am not with my spirit of judgment, my friend. And you say that I am not their leaders. And I say to you, we are the same, all of us. If you strike one of us, it's like you strike us, all of us. And you say that you know where is the end of the people who has fight with us. And I advise you, don't come here anymore. I advise you, really I advise you, don't come here anymore. But you are waiting for the danger will be coming to you. It's you who dare to provoke war for the people that you cannot see. Even the ghost you were afraid, even it's nothing. And the chupacabras, you are really afraid and frightened, but you are not afraid of us. The voice of Serena is the voice directly from Elia and from Yahoshuah and from beloved Father YAHVAH. So I let you know. And Serena and Elia, you cannot separate them. Pussy, you cannot separate her from Elia. You cannot separate her from Elia. You cannot separate her from Yahoshuah. You cannot separate her from beloved Father YAHVAH. And if you don't know that, put that in your ear. And I really say that we are here to strike. If you don't want to be stricken, stay well, stay firm. And I really say to you that we are really angry. Even you say that why there are gender to keep watch over you. Even you say that you were powerful, but the answer is simple. It's Yahushua who said that. Call them to protect you. It's Yahushua who said that.
你们就是在哪里长？
But those who were in Suzy challenge, you really saw that there was no military. We were staying there about 2 weeks, but there was no gendarme. And Elia never fears about anything. But it's Yahushua who said that put this because it's needed. Because some of you say that you say to be the powerful, even there are gendarme with you.
这个不是从你们的出来的，
And I really say to you that Madagascar is not the dangerous place
你们讲过，马达加斯
to be afraid of. But in Comoros, it's really dangerous. In India, it's really dangerous. But we were in those places for 2 months. There was no court. We were in Togo for 2 months. There was no court. There was no court, bodyguard. So, if there should be a court, it was there. But why there is a guard in Madagascar? But that is what Yahushua said. I answered all your words that you have said. As a proof, when I am with my wife, there is no gendarme anymore. But before, there was, and it depends on Yahushua. If he said to take a gendarme, there is an important, and we follow his word. Because I give you the answer of your word. I really say to you, our power is not in the things that you can see. So if the people who know how to fight to us, it's the people who is not seen. Elia, that is Elia. He can change people's mind if that is required, if that is needed. I really say to you that if that is required, I can do that. I can change the mind of your enemies to worship in front of you. I can do that. And how can you fight to us? We are people who never sin. As a result, you become someone who never sin. And you become someone who never sin, and you despise the one who took you away from sin. And even with Serena, you dare to say that despising word. And even the gendarmes really see that it's me who is in front of them. Normally, the court should be in front of me. And when I go to the province, there is no gendarme who are with me to protect me. I give it the answer for you who say that you are the powerful and you are protected by gendarmes, because that is really an underestimating that sentence. It means that you are not powerful. But if my dad can do, so the son can do as well. Don't speak out like the anti-Yahoshuah in background. They say bad words to Elia. Elia is coming out fire and so on. If we go to overseas, there is a reason. We accomplish the words that we are sent. And some of you say that before you say that I will never go to overseas, and that's true. Who said that? It's wrong. It was Samuel son Edward who said that, not Elia. And it's Samuel son Edward, the small human. It's like that. But Elia is different from him. Elia goes to overseas. When my dad said, do this, and if it pleases him, and I do it. That is the dangerous thing that you have done. It's really bad words that you have said that has no sense. It's the last advising that I gave you today. Don't try to challenge with us, but I really say to you, I will answer you. And if how I will revenge you here, and how will I revenge those who are outside of the kingdom? Don't do that if you don't want to be in a struggle. If we go to overseas, there is a reason. And if we really dare, we are not afraid. What is the danger in Madagascar? There is no dangerous thing here. The danger in here is just about faith and so on. It's about a weapon and a mind. We don't afraid of that. But what is to be frightened? It's about something that we cannot see. That if you fight with something which is not sin, that is really dangerous. And our enemies in overseas is the thing that which is not sin. And even in the thing that which is not sin, that we go, and even they are really our enemies, and they try means to kill us. But Elia is not afraid with that. I am sent to destroy them, and don't get with that mindless. In case you will be in struggle, I advise you, there is no discussion anymore. Don't provoke word to us in case I will strike you. You're wise if you don't want to go thus. The gate is really wide. Go away and never come back here anymore. But if you want to go to the heaven of heavens, if you wish to go to the heaven of heavens, stop speaking out. Stop your mindless. You're bad man. I haven't had bad man to you. If you really love in Yahoshuah, you answered on December 25th. Even you should be stopped at that time. But the way that you're going to stand up to answer, all my children are standing up to answer me, and my children are standing up to answer me. The Yahoshuah was really happy. But if it's about asking blessing, they are asking. You are really selfishness. You are just having your personal interest, what is in your mind. There is no one among you. How many thousand people are you here? Many here. Hey, shut up. There is no discussion here. Elijah never do that.
要尽做吧。 这边没有说话。
In case I will burn your tank. Why didn't you answer? How many thousand people are you in this holy kingdom?
为什么没有？
If you want to call your wife, husband, and your beloved, you can call them with your phone. But if it's to answer Yahoshuah on the phone, and it was really today that Yahoshuah was really angry, you didn't do. You didn't do. Even one of you. You are just an hypocrite.
你们真的是假冒为善。
Говорили, чтобы отвечать.
Even some of you in the place, the people who should be respect. But what did you answer? How could you think about that? That it's for interest that you are with Yahoshuah, not with love. How many times that I have taught you with Yahoshuah, it's the love, not your interest.
就我讲，是你们的真的有时候不是爱。
It has been proved that you are taken away from sins. And how can't you think that it's the day that Yahoshuah is really angry? How cannot you think about that? But it is the result of you never listen to the mission on the radio and the TV, but it's about something else.
电视版和广播。
For those who were listening to another radio, Gentiles radio and the TV, on 25th December, don't come here anymore. Don't come here anymore. Go playing and coming in a adultery. You will never take anything from here anymore. On the December 25th, you were watching and listening the TV and the radio of the Gentiles. Don't come here anymore. Even your name has been removed in the heaven of heavens. It's really Yahoshuah himself who removed your name and said that I don't need this person anymore. How could you think that there was a calling on the phone that come to Yahoshuah? It's not okay what you are doing. Even to preach, that you should do. Even it's a calling, a free calling that you do. But you didn't do that because it's really you who don't love Yahoshuah anymore. And you were not interested in the mission of Yahoshuah anymore. If those people who didn't do that, it's really simple. They listened to another thing and they watched to another thing, their eyes. And if they do so, it's really their heart who is not connected with Yahoshuah anymore. But if they really love, it's really a revenge to answer Yahoshuah at that time. It's really your words who say that. I will answer. If you really say that, I will answer. What is the great opportunity that you can answer if it's not at that time? It's really funny.
却没有人去做，太可笑，太搞笑。我
Вот я уже говорил,
太搞笑了。
3 месяца больше не можете править.
And you cannot take the holy meal of Yahoshuah for 5 months, except those who are allowed among you, those who were baptized in 2023 and 2024, and for those who were allowed. So for 5 months, those who are allowed to take the holy meal of Yahoshuah, only they who can take the holy meal of Yahoshuah. So the others, it's 8 months after 2026 that you can think about taking the holy meal of Yahoshuah, if you can achieve that. If it continues, the great sadness will be coming, and you will not be able to take the holy meal of Yahoshuah. You will be destroyed by devils. Those who are not allowed to take the holy meal of Yahoshuah, it's really a danger, a great danger. You are flowing into danger, and it's only the Holy Spirit who can protect you. That if someone cannot take the holy meal of Yahoshuah, it means that the Holy Spirit is not in him. And for those who say that they will answer, if they really answer and respond, they should call on the phone on the day December 25th. I know you are not ashamed to call, but I don't forbid it, but you can call. If you can do that, why didn't you do that before? You really know that Yahushua is really angry with this day, and why didn't you respond? If Yahushua looks for something, you try all means. Even you cannot do that. You try everything. You look for all means for any solution. What I will do for Yahushua, what I will show him, and he will really love in me. And you were really mindless. My words is that take a pound to Yahushua. We saw it with your work. It's not the love of Yahushua that we see with your work, but it's the love of yourself. And when we tell you, you move well. But if no one tells you, you you go back to your bad behavior. And I am really surprised what is inside of them. That's why Yahushuah said, don't say that you are a Zeda. If I say that, that may be sometimes that I don't expect it. But if it's between you, no, you don't say that. You don't like Yahushua, and we cut the communication with Yahushua. So try and find a solution to communicate with Yahushua. But if you don't communicate with Yahushua, communicate with Jesus, because you have despised Yahushua a lot. And I am surprised you dare to laugh at that time. Mainly the women, you laughed, you whispers. And I say, wow, there's people. And when I will be coming there, they will be sad. We were watching at you at that time. Look at these people. It's really...
Você esfriar, você será tudo.
No one of you who say that it's not good what we are doing, because Eliah is not here, and you do what pleases you, like the one who has no teeth laughing at night. And even Eliah is here that he doesn't communicate with you anymore. He doesn't connect with you anymore. There is a reason if we say to you, check everything in your net. There is a reason if we tells you that your love with Yahoshuah is really zero. Where is Franz? Come here to sit beside Nirin, not there. Those who are loved by Yahoshuah, they will be different from you. And you will see that there is a shift from here. If I shift you here, it's really much more that Yahoshuah is doing. If you have answered and respond, increase it into 30 times. If you want to respond, thank Yahoshuah that I didn't say 100 times. If you don't want to respond, to get it's really white. For those who are thinking to respond, at things that you have respond it for 30 times, and don't bother us with that. No one can close to us. Those who will write their name for the baptism, it's only them who can get close to us. That for you, that will never exist anymore. To solve your problem, if you don't find any solution, look for it anywhere. We are not here to solve your problem. But if you love Yahoshuah, we can solve it. But if you don't love Yahoshuah, we don't solve it. I have taught you the way to go to Yahoshuah and follow it. We don't need any messages from you, and don't send any messages from you anymore. It's not okay. We don't need any messages from you. But if we send to you, it's okay. But if you who send to us, it's not allowed. We will answer you what you have done to our Yahoshuah, and you will see the bitter of Eliah is separating of you. It's you who has despised Yahoshuah, not me who has done something to you. And take the revenge. Don't, when you were ill, don't ask Eliah. Ask the doctors if there is a prayer for the healing. It's for the overseas. And the pandemic disease will be coming, and the key is with Eliah, and the word is with in the Gentile. And go to doctors to solve their problem. And I have said that if there is a doctor who will touch it, he will be he will be ill anymore. And you don't believe in that. That's why I say to you, show your love. You do your work badly. It's really clear, my word. Show your love for those who can do it.
Очень ясно я говорю, если
Don't show that to Yahoshuah. Don't show that to Eliab. Show it to Yahoshuah because you did your wrong thing to Yahoshuah. So from now, don't come here. Don't come here to solve your problem. Bring your problem to Yahoshuah. If there's something happening to you, bring it to Yahoshuah, and you will feel that he is listening to you or not. It's like you have despising him. But I don't solve your problem anymore. But if you don't solve your problem, what I have done to Yahoshuah and what I have said to you, respond it very times with what I have done. Lucky for you to answer it for 30 times, not 100 times. So answer it with Yahoshuah. So each of you trial men so that Yahoshuah will come back to you. It's you who provoked the war to him. It's really a bad joke. You already know that he doesn't like that, but you keep doing it. And what is really bad, Sriana has said that it's not good what you are doing. You don't call on the phone, but no one didn't care about that. If there is someone who cares about that, they had called. So it's really bad when Yahoshuah compares the words to the locust of a dog. It's really bad. I advise people don't watch TV and radio Malagasy, but get used to watch internet, because Yahoshuah has said that it will be removed. If it should be protected by Yahoshuah doesn't protect it anymore, because it's the owner who doesn't care about it. That will never exist on earth anymore. The TV preaching Yahoshuah, there will be internet. The radio preaching Yahoshuah, that will be only internet, that you can find that. Because you're despising of the word, underestimating of the word, you keep doing it. The singer, go and sing, because Yahoshuah needs it. Finish 100 songs for 2 weeks, that the 2 months is over, but they just finished 20 songs. Even the 2 months are over. So, who singers or them? They sing for who? Even they don't spend any money. But those who are in province, they spend much money, but they do good things, and they did. But Antananarivo, they didn't spend any money, but they didn't do. If I am in the place of Yahoshuah, I will remove Antananarivo. But I don't know what is Yahushua thinking. But you dare to say, and you boast to say, I never sin. If you become someone who never sinned, but you don't follow the words of Yahushua, it's the devotees who are really happy about that. You say that I am someone who never sinned, but you don't obey the words of Yahushua. What is that? We have given you 2 weeks. Finish 100 songs. It's like that, your love for Yahushua. You were waiting for to be scalding, to finish it. So if you were waiting for being scolded, and after you finish it, you boast in front of people, not in front of Yahushua. So all the singers are punished for 2 months. You have to finish 500 songs as the result of your underestimating of Yahushua. If you don't finish that, you will know the answer. Let's make it 3 months. You have to finish 500 songs for 3 months. You have to do that. If you want to finish that, I am really happy to hear your words. How is that? It's not possible. If you say that, it will be happened to you. I repeat my word. 500 songs. You must finish it for 3 months, and you must do it. We need the songs. Yahushua needs the songs. It's only the songs and the teaching that will be broadcasted on internet. We don't need something else anymore. So I say to the singers, don't joke with us. Even you were lucky to respond 500 songs. Finish it for 3 months. And if you have finished, tell to us that we have finished it. Every day you have to report to me that we have finished some songs. So for 3 months there are 90 days. So it should be 900 songs that it should finish. Even I said 300. For those who wanna respond, they respond. But for those who don't wanna respond, the gate is really wide. And even here, there is no gate. It's really wide. For those who wish to go to Yahushua and they are conscious, go and respond 30 times and look for everything. Where can I answer that and make Yahushua to be happy? And if someone say that this one is not conscious, don't close to him. Close to the one who will go to Yahushua and who is conscious to Yahushua. So, to sum up, Elia separated from you to make us together is the work. I have shown you how to respond. Show it to Yahushua, not to show it to me anymore. But if you show it to Yahushua, I will always know it. Don't let it hurt from me. It's him that you have underestimated. So respond it and show it to him if you want to continue getting along with him. That's it. I say, I open the prayers, and it is only for those who are conscious that I will follow our missions and I will pray. That is the result that you are not conscious with your love. If it's with love, how can't you think about that? And don't think that Elia is talking to you and we're in peace. If there is someone who is really hypocrite, it's us. But that is not our behavior. But because of you, we know how to do that. So the leader of the one who can do the film is that YAHVAH. He said to people to kill his son, but devils didn't know that the death of his son is the salvation of people. And we really personage of the film. We are the leader of doing the film. And don't say that when we are talking with Elia and we are released, that will never be existed. But if you want to be in peace, respond what you have done to Yahushua. Yahushua is really angry at you. Elia and Yahushua are just one. When one of us is angry, we are all angry at all. If Yahushua is happy and Elia is happy, if Yahushua is angry, automatically Elia is angry. If Elia is happy, Yahushua is happy. They cannot be separated. They are just one. Even we have our own personality, we are one. But you were separated. That's why I said, so that devils will not be happy. I let you resting for those who can't do it, because when you were trapped, devils are happy and they are laughing at you. And Elia is opening to wait for you. For those who want to respond for the times, what you have done to Yahushua, your way is opened. Even you haven't responded what you have done, but it is increased. And try everything to respond what you have done. Where I can respond that. I advise you, don't listen and watch radio and TV of devils anymore. And you were finally separated from Yahushua. Don't do that anymore. I open the way, raise you again for those who will rest, and for those who can't choose that, it's not good anymore.
Ity dia piagaty, ity dia adveçat. Da mostra. Ity dia adveçat. No voce nimosita.
And I am still advising you to keep going and racing. It's you who draw something to separate from us before time. Our separation, that must be exist, but it's you who want it before time, and it's dangerous for you. It's not the program of Yahushua who laid it, but it's you who wish it before time. And if it's Yahushua who is fighting with you, automatically Elia is fighting with you. That's why I'm separating from you. And what is really sad, you were fighting to go to the heaven of heavens. That's why you were here. Even most of you will not go there. So these many people, they don't care. And the people who will go there, they imitate the people who will not go there. You imitate the people who will not go there. I advise you, race and fight for yourself. Don't look at anyone anymore. The trial means to bring back the heart of Yahushua to you. And I don't solve that. I don't release that. It's you who did that to him and solve your way. But if you race and fight so hard, you will feel it. You should know that, that he is back to you. That's why I say to you that these girls dare to laugh. If they laughed on Monday, last Monday, they were separated from Yahushua. I really say to you that you were really separated from Yahushua. That is it. You still dare to laugh at that time. And even the Gentiles say that why it is got the television and the radio, so that they will see that Elia doesn't care about the TV and radio in Madagascar anymore. If it exists or not, there is no worries. What I need is the internet. No one can stop it. It's worldwide, because I go in the world and I need it. I don't need something in Madagascar anymore. That's why that doesn't interest me anymore. It's you who didn't care him. And there is not a problem for me to cut it anymore, because why do we need it? That's it. That's why I advise you, go to internet and check internet. The internet, what I say is, you enter in Google and you check our TV Yahushua. And I didn't say to you to watch something else. Run there to look for it. And that is a point for you to bring back the heart of Yahushua to you. Don't just stay with the radio and the television alternative, but follow the internet. We give you freely, but you didn't create. So now you follow it internet. If you wanna meet Elia, go internet. And it's only one site where Yahushua is. Our TV Yahushua. Even I am friendly. I am friendly to give you the way how to answer, but don't follow Malagasy TV anymore. And you say that we don't know that, but I don't care. We don't caress one another anymore. Well, it's now you who will be caressed anymore. It's you. It's your turn to caress us. Try our means to find us and to see us in the net. And watch in our TV Yahoshuah. Because internet, we don't pay it. We don't pay it much money that with its station in alternative. I paid 30 millions with the Jirama and the gasoline. It's the love of you that I do that, and you don't love it. You don't love Yahoshuah. Why do I do that with you? I don't pay much money in the net. It's so wonderful to use internet because we don't pay much money. It's you who did wrong thing, not me. So I talk and go to overseas anymore. So that is my word. Know how to answer. I didn't say that I will cut the television tomorrow, but it's near. And it's at the age that I will cut the TV and the radio in alternative. The first reason is you who didn't care about it. Even the owner didn't care about it, so just let it be. That's why I said to you. That's why I said to you, follow internet. Run internet to follow the word. And get used to check internet. For those who will raise and respond, show to Yahushua. If you have responded, increase it into 30 times. In details, what Yahushua needed. And that is the song of Serena and Pussy. You will remember the advice that I have given you, that you will remember that it's a love that I advise you because of devil's mind, and you follow the people who didn't love us, this devil's mind, devil's people. You will remember our advice to you. And it's you who will look for everything. How will I answer? How will I find every solution? This 4th of March celebration. This 4th of March, it's you who have the responsibility of this. No one can get in this stage anymore. It's me and only me. It's only me and my wife who can get in here. We don't get in stage with a celebration of 4th of March anymore. try all means, try all means to make Yahushua happy. The last that we did, that is the last that you were with us. We are not with you anymore. If you want to go to Yahushua, insist very hard. That is the word that I can give to you, and that is it. It's really bad what you have done, really bad.
Очень плохо все, что вы сделали.
And however, you still there laughing on last Monday. And I say that these people are not conscious anymore. And even to say that the TV and the radio were cut, and you still there to laugh, and you still there to sleep during that. Even your spirit will be thrown in hell. That is, the spirits will never be saved anymore. You will feel the bitter of being separated from Elia. It's you who do it, not him. So know how to answer it. And now you say that let's listen and watch the TV. It's really let's go. I don't forbid you, but it's really a doctor after death. That it's better to have few before sleeping. You have your own communication with Yahushuah. My work is to instruct you and advise you. Don't joke Yahushuah for those who will keep going with Yahushuah. That it's really bad your way. How can you get along with Yahushuah with this situation? If there is an instruction that will be done, it's only the Sriana and the MZ as the responsibles that I will be communicated with. For those who raise, for those who are really sick of, only they who can communicate with us. You cannot close to us. But for us, show it with your work. Will you go to us? Is it for sure? It's your studio, it's your church. You do it by your love of Yahushuah. But you dare to say, this is the money and go and do the guard there, but I will not go there. It's the love of Yahushuah, and you do that. Even it's, you should fight to come here. That is to show your love. Be conscious. Even that act, Yahushuah has seen that. that you don't love him. That's what you were doing.
Это то, что вы поступили.
You who were wiping this house. This is the house of Yahushuah. In here that you can listen to the words of Eliah and communicate with Eliah. Why
Почему вы так поступили?
Why don't you come here to do the work, but you give the money to people to replace your work? That is the way, and you will go to heaven of heavens.
Кажу, любите Яхошуа, все, что можно отвечать.
What Yahushua has said, what everything Yahushua has said, bro, I will do.
Можно сделать Яхошуа.
That's why I said to you, those who are close to Eliah, they are lacking because they are beside Yahushua.
Рядом с Яхошуахом. Это естественно.
And those who are close to us,
А все те, кто
those who are doing good things to prepare our way. Isn't it good for Yahushua? Isn't it good for Yahushua to see these people doing good things beside us? That you are really mindless. If you should, we have done a demonstration to you. We had stayed here for 3 months. We didn't stay at home, but we were staying here for 3 months, and we have showed you that it's really wonderful to stay here because it is the house of beloved Father YAHVAH and Yahushuah. If you really, really, really love Yahushuah, this word is for those who really love Yahushuah.
те, которые
To say that name, don't forget it. But the name is the one who is really love Yahushuah. For those who really, really love Yahushua.
очень любить Яхошуа. То есть
Those who really love Yahushua,
очень любить Яхошуа.
they profit that word. The good solution is to stay here. To stay here. But for those who does nothing to do, it's better to stay here because it's the house of YAHVAH. So if you have the authority to go to the church of Yahushuah to take care of the house of Yahushuah, you should not give money to people to replace yourself. But if you were the same with those who were in death, you were urged to do the work, it means that you will not go to the heaven of heavens. You don't love him. It's automatically with you. Even you should stand and say, let's do that, let's do this, let's do like this. It's you who should have the volunteer to do the things, not to be urged. Let's take care of this thing, let's take care of that the thing. I say particularly from them, Yahushua, reads Mason. Where is reads? he really shows his love. He shows his love to Yahushua. If he is allowed to take the holy meal of Yahushua, he can. I selected particularly for those who have shown their love to Yahushua as a condition that you have love Yahushua. I really saw that you have tried all means and fight so hard to love Yahushua. But the others, they didn't show their love. Even the small part, they didn't care about it. Just to call on the phone, it's a small part. But the wish and the thirsty to respond is not in them. But I am wishing for those who are racing and fighting. You feel that you were separated from Elia. And I will let you feel that how is to be separated from Elia and Yahushua. And you cannot close to us anymore. You fight so hard to go to us. You have heard all words and fight so hard. Don't close to us anymore. In Yahushua, it's not an interest, the love of Yahushua. It's to show the love of Yahushua for those who has been baptized, but for those who has written their name for the baptism, go and show your love to Yahushua. It's not for nothing if you have written your name for the baptism, but you don't show nothing. Everyone, show your love if you want to go to the heaven of heavens. The love of Yahushua, you try all means to show it with everything. You were already classified with those who really love Yahushua. So it's up to you to show your love of Yahushua. Do you understand? Do you hear that? Tomorrow, this place will never be changed. The sisters and brothers will be vice versa for their place. The boys behind, and sometimes it's in front of that. This place and positions will never be changed. And all the words of Elia, which is saying in this holy kingdom, is saying to those who will rest and fight so hard and respond and will not be hypocrite in front of Yahushua. And for those who have the heart that he really love Yahushua. For those who really have the love, the heart to love Yahushua, only they who receive the words of Yahushua. Whatever Elia is doing here, a prayer and the blessing, it's only those who have the heart, who really love Yahushua, only they who receive the words of Elijah. Elijah never goes with the wrongdoers. That's why Elijah said, only those who have the love those who have the heart to love Yahushua, only they who receive the words from Elijah. Even you are all listening to me, those who cannot swear, there is no words to you anymore. You don't receive the word. That is the result of don't believe anyone anymore. Your friends, your husband. And after people saying that don't interpret that emission, and after your spirit is ill. And it's your foolishness, and for the next time, don't be fool anymore. Be conscious. If it's like, if you really love your husband, isn't it at the time that he is really angry and sad that you should be beside him or beside her? If you have children, isn't it at the time that he is really ill that you are really beside him, and will you help him or not? Do you hold and keep your words or not? And if it's Yahushua who is really in struggle, will you help him or not? Do you keep that word? That's only that's what I wanna know. These people, they can say Zeda, that deserve to them. But for those who are foolish, you are not Zedas. So if you become someone who really loves Yahushua, and at that time that you can pronounce the word Zedas. So for those who have written their name for the baptism, so this person say that if you really love him, you should be beside him. You cannot help Yahushua, but the showing of your love at the time that you should be angry with him. Why didn't you show your angriness, your anger? Why didn't you do? The emission was broadcasted on December 25th. You didn't take part, you didn't participate, but you was just staying at home. You did it. It is difficult for you to it is difficult for you to answer it, because once you move forward, Yahushua will say to you, you have done bad things to me. Don't you remember that you should eat better bread, better grass at that time, but you keep eating delicious food at that time. And it's not okay to walk over my temple because it is holy. And during the December 25th, you relaxed, you take a nap, but you didn't participate. So how can you answer that? How can you respond that? It's really directly to Yahushua, not to me. bad thing to Yahushua, Yahushua will not talk that to you, but it's always Elia. Search everything so that you can answer that. So if I advise you, it's bad. Why it's you who should say that. Don't say anymore. So if I say it to you, it's me who answer it. If it's you who should find the solution, it's bad to you. To come up to the studio to look for a job, it's you who should do that. And the love is from me, not from me, because I give everything. I give everything. Is it true or not? You learn the love from me, not from you, because even you have the love. This is the question for you. Come here. Is there someone who has taught you to love your husband? Is there someone who did that, or it is automatically? So if someone loves Yahushua, is it automatically or not? Do you keep your words? Yeah, it's wonderful. Sit down. She is a guest. He hasn't been baptized. If you really love, it's automatically not to be taught. So why are you taught? If the love is taught, do you love or not? If the love is taught, is it a love or not? It's not a love because it is taught. That's why it is bad that Elia instruct you. And that's why Elia didn't instruct you and didn't say to you anything that do this. But if you didn't do nothing, you don't love him. If there is husband and wife, if there that he didn't show nothing, it's an interest of love, not. It's just an interest. He didn't show anything. Is that true or not? You can answer, everyone. Okay, you know it. So if you didn't show your love to Yahushua, do you love or not? Answer louder. That is good. So you are not conscious that you don't love him. It's your mouth who answered it. And that's true. You cannot deny that. If you really love that. It was like in CCI that they were boasting. Let's take a brother who is not still baptized yet. Come here, brother. If you really love your wife, when it is the celebration of the wedding, will you get dressed well, the precious clothes? But if you don't love your wife, it is with flip-flops and ugly clothes. Is that true or not? Yeah, that's true because you don't like your wife and that's why you do that. If someone loves Yahushua, does he wear well or not? If someone loves Yahushua, let's take an example of Yahushua. Let's take an example, the girls. You are not married yet. Will you still think about getting married with this last time? No, don't think about that. That's good. In this last time, don't think about that. If you love your wife, your husband, do you get along with him if get with well dressed or not? But if you really love your husband, you get dressed well, you boast with the precious clothes. So if you really love,
这个幕后的就是要想着结婚吧，你要想结婚的那时间都还好痛苦了。没有说是不要结婚的，那假如说你都要爱上了，你上了别人。假如说你爱你的爱你的老公，你要穿漂亮的衣服，要跟着他。如果你爱你的老公，那你都是打扮都是漂亮的，或者是
look at what they are doing when it is the Sunday. It's really different, the clothes that they are doing it. Even the guests, they remark that it's not the same, the clothes in the CCI event and here in the church. Maybe there was their husband and wife there. So for the children of the Most High who were there, they were looking for husband and wife. Is that true, fans? Is that true, Nirin? Isn't it in Yahoshuah that you should show your precious fan?
连那个新来的都能看得到，他都能看得到，在那个西装那个衣服。
If I really love Yahoshuah, I try and I do all means to show my love to him. Even the law said that praise YAHVAH with the precious clothes. If we can do it, but if you don't have, you are not forced. That those things are forgotten.
你应该在无说有这样的，你这样的都是要。
But you pretend now to be for you the guest. Is that okay or not? That's still lower. That's not okay. If you football, I will mark that he will say that fans really loves me. His toothbrush will be ready in the morning and the pants, and I will buy you. You trial means to take his heart, and it's automatically that he loves you. It's like that. That when people spouses or loving one another, it's good their life. But for them, it's another people that they love. And it's not the first time that we have said that. We have said that for the last CCI event, the last 2 years. But the people who are going to church, it's like the people who are wiping the street. They are ashamed. They are ashamed to go to Yahoshuah. But when going to CCI event, they are boasting. People, it's not okay. It's not normal. If you go to CCI event, you are boasting whom that you prize there. But here you prize and honor and glorify Yahoshuah, and why it is like that your clothes. That's what you have done with you. In you, that's what I have done. Do I see the danger and take shelter? But you fool, keep going and face the consequences. For the guest, smile, because the guest or afraid of Elijah. The words is not for you, but for your elder brothers and sisters who are really stubborn. How will you show your love? Because I have explained everything. What will you do? Strive so hard. That is the advice of Elijah. The work of Yahushua. If you did 5, increase it into 30 times. So if you did 10, increase it into 30 times. It's really sad. So if you were coming here to take care of the Church of Yahushua, make it 3 times a week. If it was just once a week that you were coming here, increase it into thrice a week. That is the end of my word. For those who desert and fight so hard and respond those what Elijah has said, only for them that I say my words. My words is going to. It's only Yahoshuah who knows that. But for those who didn't care of my word, the word of Elijah is not for you. You waste your time to come here. But for those who receive Elijah, and don't put it in vain anymore. So you have for a long time. How many times you have do that, and you were not conscious? And the word of Elijah is in you. We will help you to fight. I didn't say to bless you. No, I don't mention the blessing for you. But for those who will respond, Yahushua will help you. For those who will fight so hard. But there is no blessing for you. That they're helping. So it means that you will be taught to respond. And you will be helped to respond. So know how to fight so hard. And I have given a sample. So is it clear or not? As long as you are here, stand up and praise Yahushua, glorify Yahushua. If you don't want to glorify Yahushua, don't come here. I emphasize my word, beloved Father YAHVAH in Yahushua, because it was an angry day of you. Elijah never accept that anymore. Elijah give the words for those who were conscious, not for those who didn't care. Only for those who were conscious that Elijah sent the word. And for those who has written their name for the baptism, who are deserved, and who has fight so hard for your love, and for the guest who really loves you. I advise you to write your name for the baptism. Don't learn from your elder who didn't care of Yahushua. Glory be to you, beloved Father YAHVAH. Glory be to you, Yahushua. Elijah is with you forever. Since when you have created me, until forever, that there is no end in front of you. And Elijah is always beside you, always, and Elia is always showing the love for you, and all of you to the answer of the love, to answer the love that you have created, Elia, and you have sent me here to respect the name of you, beloved Father YAHVAH, and to respect, to honor the blood of you, Yahoshuah. Is Elia's responsibility is to do that. I have done my work, Yahoshuah, and I am still doing, and I don't stop doing my work. I have instructed and advised. You have seen that it's not today, but it's since for a long time that I have taught your younger brother, and it's really from my heart that I draw them to the true way. And they really see that they become someone who never sinned. And they see the love inside of me. And I have taught them that love the one who has saved you. Show your love to Yahoshuah. But you really see that how many times they have been scolded and punished. And we really see with the eyes that they're convinced with your truth, but they don't love you. No one can say that they love you. That's no. They try to love you. That is the truth, because they see what you have done. What is the highest thing? It is the taking away of the sin, because it is the devils who are destroyed. That is the most powerful power. Devils try their means to keep people in their hand, but when you have come, people are washed away from sin. That is your power. People are washed away from sin, and they are not in devil's authority anymore. But what is so sad, Yahoshuah, they didn't care about that, Yahoshuah. The love of you is just on their mouth, that exists in their mouth. If it's about showing outside, it's just on their mouth. But if it's really in their heart, the love, those many times they should show their love since a long time, but they are always scolded. And finally they are arrived in December 25th, and you become really angry. And I am too angry. What is this? I am really ashamed in front of you. I am really shy in front of you, that it's like me who didn't doubt them. And yeah, tries or means to answer. You know that I never be discouraged, but I try all means any solution. It's not okay with you to see people who don't love. How can you let them enter in heaven of heaven, the people who don't love you? It's really difficult. It's the love that you came here. So it's the love that to make people enter in the heaven of heaven, and the people who really love you. And that is the love of beloved Father YAHVAH. But that is it, Yahoshuah. Elia is asking for you for this time, for the people who has a little love in them. We know that they don't love you. They just want to go to the heaven of heaven, not to be lost in hell. And they're convinced by the teaching, and they're coming here, but it's really a shame with you that to come here to do your work, they don't have the volunteer to come here. It's really a shame in front of you to hear that. Even you didn't do that. It's you who came down here. You didn't send any angels. But it's you yourself who came down here. It's really a shame, Yahoshuah. But that is their behavior, Yahoshuah. Their way is blocked in this situation. Eli is asking you, put up with them. If it's okay, Yahoshuah, for the people who have the love, really love in you to fight so hard. It's not me who see that and will watch over that, but it's you. I am talking with you because it's really difficult the way even I am. How I will bring them in the judgment, even to present them. The people has despised you for a long time and many times. Where is the love of you? There is no one who has fight for you. It's always not to have the volunteer to do your work. That's why you sent Elia. Elia is always fighting if there is a solution. That's why I'm fighting. The little small. Those who have the love, the small love in their heart, like it was in Abraham. If there was 50 people, you will not destroy. But it didn't enough. That's why it was so sad. What was happening in Sodom and Gomorrah. But that's why I am asking you, Yahoshuah. If there is someone who has this small love, this light love in you, help him. Help them. Give them the power to rise and to fight. That's why that is Elia asking. It's you who know that. But I got my communication to them because of you. But only for those who are my household. Only that I communicate with them. Even with them, I am really angry. I am not happy with them because they did wrong thing to you who put their heart back, and after that they come back to them. You know that when the heart is angry, even I have asked to you, don't make me angry. I will do bad things to them if I angry. Because I was really angry and furious. Even I would do bad things to them. But I didn't do Yahoshuah, and I will never do that. That's why I say to them, don't start us before time. We should strike people, but something else. But defense. I don't let them communicate with me anymore. I don't let them close to me anymore, but to you. I just tell them the way. This is what I should do for the people who have the power from you, because you have selected them, the people who will strive till the end. And that's why I say, look for them. and take care of them, Yahushuah. But I don't care.
因为
That is my words, Yahushuah. I don't have no more to say to you. Even I am really furious, really furious,
非常害羞，他们
because it's much more
他们就像
the despising and
像对的好者不孝下句啊，他们
the underestimating. Even on last Sunday, they dare to laugh. Even you were really angry.
能受，
That's why I asked you, Yahushuah,
如果还有希望，
if there is a slight love, and he will fight that small love to answer with you.
做好了，
Help him, Yahushuah. Let them rising and fighting the slight love to show that they will love. The slight love to show that they will love you.
您是站立来的，
If we can take them, Yahushuah, let them show their love.
做的不是教做，
To show their love.
你就不高兴，
Help them to show their love.
要
But because that thing is personally from you, personally from you, but that is not that's what is true. But if it's in their mind, really sad. What is happening? People,
乱的，因为他们想做什么，要
because they are your flocks, not mine.
教他们的是错，他们
That be to you for forever, Yahushuah.
搞忘了，我没有记住了，这一切要领导，
Yahushua,
所以只要
keep them
觉得大喜，我
to come back to you forever, not to go to hell,
要说能看到这个，
but finally will go to you.
我不会讲后这光
For those who have the slight love to go to you well. Glory be to you forever, Yahushua. Hallelujah. In your name, Yahushua. Amen. So that is it. I wish the goodness for those who deserve. You can go home.